We should know by now that every circle contains 360 degrees. It doesn't matter whether it is this guy here who is a 3-inch radius, there's 360 degrees there, or this guy with a 6-inch radius is 360 degrees all the way around it, or if it's all the way around the equator of the Earth, there are 360 degrees. But degrees is just a way of dividing the circle up into equal parts. It has nothing to do with the distance around the circle, which we call the circumference. The circumference of this circle is going to be 2 pi times 3. C equals 2 pi times 3. That's 6 pi for this circle over here. For the circle on the right, it has a bigger radius, so its circumference should be larger. The circumference for this circle is 2 pi times 6, or 12 pi. So even though they both have 360 degrees, the distance around them is different. Okay, well, it's also true that an arc being 90 degrees on this circle and an arc being 90 degrees on this circle doesn't mean the distance or the length of the arc, as though we're walking from point C to D, how far are we going? Or if we're walking from point B to A, how far are we going? It doesn't mean those two arcs are going to be equal in length just because they're equal in measure. The formula for the length of an arc is the number of degrees it has over 360 times the circumference of the circle. In these cases, since we're dealing with 90-degree arcs, 90 over 360 is a fourth. The length of the arc will be a fourth of the total distance around the circle. Let's compute out the two arc lengths here. For the circle on the left, the length of arc AB will be 90 over 360 times the circumference of that circle, which we said was 6 pi. So that's 1/4 of 6 pi, or 3 pi, divided by 2. A number between 4 and 5. Okay, the arc length in this circle, length of arc CD, will be 90 over 360 times the circumference of that circle, which is 12 pi, or 1/4 of 12 pi, which is 3 pi. It shouldn't be a big surprise that since the radius of this circle was twice the radius of that one, and therefore the circumference of this circle is twice the circumference of that one, that the length of a 90-degree arc in this circle should be twice the length of a 90-degree arc in this one. And that's all there is to figuring arc length. Take the degrees in the arc, divide by 360, and multiply by the circumference of the circle.